19 months ago, we started here. A brand new world. A world I was unfamiliar with. A whole new Let's Play. And, as per usual, instead of taking in my surroundings and noticing a village right there, I did what I always do. I ventured north and decided to seek somewhere that I could call home. I ventured north, following the shoreline, heading my way around, before discovering a woodland mansion, the first structure I'd encountered during the game. I wasn't prepared to take this on. Or was I? Was I that stupid? The answer is yes. Yes, I was that stupid. Here is the ghost of Christmas past. Oh, I forgot this happens in spectator mode. I did venture into it. I braved it. I was an absolute idiot. I died numerous times. But it wasn't a place I wanted to call home. For that, I carried on further north, through the dark oak forest. Eventually making it through the trees, I finally made it to a spot, a clearing near a village, that I planned to call home. A barren area, but a safe area. And with villagers nearby, I knew this could become home. And so I built my little starter home. Its own little forest, my own little river, my own little mound with its silly little nether portal. And deep inside, a slave trader hall. Because why not? And it was here I began gathering the resources. With the multitude of farms that I just randomly built in order to create what was to become a mega build. Over in the distance, across the mountains, but deep beneath the surface. And so I made my way across the lands, spotting a large mountain in the distance. Now, me being me, I have this little knack for spotting ancient cities, or at least a possibility of where they could be. So I climbed the mountain, tentatively, of course, because I'm not an idiot at all. And as I approached the summit, I spotted a small hole in the ground. Of course, being me, I had to explore. It's just what you do. It's Minecraft. You've got to learn. But also, I'd had an idea. Something in mind that I'd never tried before. Something that I was not prepared for. But I was going to give it a go nonetheless. And so, down I ventured, into the deep, following the water streams, past the skulk, the shriekers, the blackness, the noise, through everything. And there goes my phone, because I'm a professional. Then I encountered the deep dark. An ancient city, untouched, dangerous, deadly, but a place that I intended eventually to call home. And where the portal of ancients once lied, I destroyed and rebuilt, becoming the city of algorithm. A bustling city, a dark, comic book style, noir-esque, small city, to replace the humdrum darkness that was once the home to the warden, a feared dark opponent. Now home to this cretin and his bunch of dick-nosed villains. Many a time, many a deep slate, many a block placed to, we didn't see that, to finish this city. But we weren't done yet. And 9 months ago, yes, only 9 months ago, I made a start on a promise I'd kept. A dumb promise, I ought to remind you, of a city. A city of survival horror. Welcome to Raccoon City. And it was from spawn that we started. And from the completion of algorithm that we decided to return back across the lands. Head back to where it all began, realizing there was a village right where we started, and a mountain filled with coal and iron, which meant we could have been geared very early on, and we didn't have to go into the stupid woodland mansion without any gear or being a complete moron. But nevertheless, we returned to here because there was a plan in mind, an idea that had been stewing for quite some time, an idea that was going to take a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of grind. This area was to become. And so, after hours, days, even a few weeks of resource grinding, Raccoon City started to form. It began with the RPD. All of its complex rooms, detailed builds, complexities and maps that didn't quite align. Expanding out to the city streets, to this attempt at a burning truck, because, yes, to working to interiors, to designing buses and fire trucks that don't quite fit in the scale of humankind. And yes, my English is failing me. But even after all this, the fake silhouettes, the mapping, the planning, working everything out on how it's all going to fit together, still something was missing. Something needed adding. Something that's been built before, numerous times. That's right, I'm building the Spencer Mansion again. I'm bored of this city, I've had enough. Let me go and show you where I plan to build the bugger, because I'm fed up of this place. Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, northeast, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission. Have you found it yet? No, not yet. Sorry, that's my best impression. For those of you that don't know, yes, look, I'm in spectator mode in my world. It doesn't mean I'm cheating. This is actually a copy of my world. I will show you in a second. But this is where I plan to build the Spencer Mansion. And that is my next project because I'll be honest, I am damn near fed up of that fucking city. Yes, I swore. Yes, the PG gloves are off now. Whether I edit that out or not, I don't know. But quite frankly, I've had a lot. I've had a lot to deal with, and I want to move on to something relaxing. And if that means me building Spencer's crazy ass mansion, then fair enough. I'm going to do that. And here's where I plan on building it. Now, truthfully, I've made a start. I'm going to nestle myself, no, not inside the tree, here, and then try and look at something that might give you a clue as to what I've already been doing today. So, ideally, I want the mansion to go. So the front of the mansion is going to go right here. It's going to go backwards, so the heliport will be at the back, the lab will go underneath. And yes, just so you know, I have cheated and I was lucky because there's a trial chamber under there. But the reason I go into spectator mode is because I like to know how much digging I'm going to have to do. And depending on resources for what part of the build I'm doing, it is nice to know whether I'm going to be mining or not. Because most of the time I actually enjoy mining, especially since, well, let's just say you saw the hole back next to Raccoon City. You saw how big the pit is that I dug out. Let me change back to my world. I'll be back in a second. Ah, there we go. As you can see, a slight difference as it loads in. Let's just give it a chance to load. Yeah, a slight difference. But yes, the pit that I dug out, this is the last. And I do mean the last of my stone. I have no stone left after this. I've been at both bases. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a little reminder of where we started. Well, I say we, where I started, and you guys have followed me through from. Followed me through, follow through. Don't look into that, okay? Just don't think about that. It's been 19 months since I started this channel, this video, should I say, this series. I don't even know what I'm on about anymore. But what baffled me more than anything was I was going back through my videos, trying to establish. I was like, I'm sure I started Raccoon City about a year ago. No, it wasn't a year ago. It's been 9 months. I started it in June of this year. I mean, and considering I've just taken a 3-month hiatus to move house, okay, that's why I've not uploaded a video. Excuse me one moment. Yeah, so considering I've taken a 3-month hiatus, and the first time I've been on and building is today. Oh, for goodness sake. Get out of my... I swear that was a creeper. Oh yeah, Enderman. Don't want them stealing my dirt. With how much dirt I've placed, they can bugger right off. But yes, I've got quite a surprising amount done in 6 months. But yes, I did need a break, unfortunately, because, well, if any of you have ever done a major project when it comes to Minecraft, it can be quite... I don't want to say soul draining, because that's kind of a misinterpretation of things, but it can really take its toll on your sanity. And quite honestly, between moving and other stuff going on in my life. I just needed a break. And I also thought that part of that break included possibly going to the far lands with a friend who's decided she wants to build a netherite beacon. You know, because as you do, like a complete idiot. Luckily, the far lands doesn't exist anymore, and managed to dodge that bullet. But it did involve me having to come up with my own design for a creeper farm. So, actually, there's a good plug. Do you guys want to see a creeper farm that actually works on Bedrock Edition? Because I can tell you now, of all the ones I've watched online that say use carpets, use trapdoors, use buttons, they don't work. You still get spiders. It doesn't work. I don't care what anybody says. And I've got the proof. And I will happily argue anybody with that. I've come up with a creeper farm that pumps out possibly, it's about between 150 and 200 gunpowder an hour, because Bedrock has limitations, unfortunately. Hence why its nickname is Bug Rock. But it works. It does its job. And that's what matters. So if you guys want to see that, please feel free to let me know. If that's something you want to know. How to build a creeper farm in Bedrock that actually does something. Only spawns creepers. There is one thing I am going to warn you about, though. If you want to build this, get collecting some quartz. Not quartz. The purple shit. Amethyst shards. That's the one. You're going to need a lot of tinted glass. Because I didn't know, oddly enough, that you can drown, in one block of water. Even if it's flowing. They spawn. They spawn. Argue with me all you want. I've got a farm that proves otherwise. Well, I had a farm that proves otherwise. I can rebuild it. Well, actually, I don't need to rebuild it. I just need to change the glass out. But now, that is literally where I'm up to. This is going to be where the Spencer Mansion's going, once I've terraformed this. The thing is, right, this bit here, you're not even... The mansion's going over there. I don't even need to cover all of this. I don't even know why I'm bothering. I'm doing it because I have to. I just have to. It's going to play with my own brain. I want the city over there to connect with the Arklay Mountains. The whole lot is going to link together. That is the plan. So, yes, that's the way it's going to go. It's the way it's going to be. And why did I put that down there? Oh, yeah, because I want this. Anyway, with that being said, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I've been at this since 9 o'clock this morning, and it is now about 9 o'clock at night. So, yeah, I've had enough. I'm going to get off. This is going to be my... Well, I've still got to edit this yet. I'm going to go. I'm going to see you all later. Take care. Be good people. Have a great Christmas. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye.